Well, my dear friends, this is one of my favorite segments where I get a chance to chat with a really good friend. And today is the day where one of my, she's so close to my heart, you have no idea. She is known as a former champion, world champion, world champion of floor gymnastics. And I had the privilege and still have the privilege and have the chance to have her in my life. And I work with her a lot as, with further ado, applause, applause, applause. Here she is, Elena Gatilova.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna work on your introduction here. Oh my. How are you, girl?
Thank you. Very good. Thank you. What a
So
lovely introduction. I love you back.
I love you more. You know this. How you holding up? COVID-19. Give us a little heads up.
You know what? It's sunny, so it's bring a little bit of breath into our souls here in Seattle. So holding up all right. I've been working really hard for a year with my loving company Teatro ZinZanni, working really hard, a lot of shows, 12 months. We almost made it before they closed us down for COVID situation. So I am actually enjoying my chilling time. I wanted to be in my home. I want to do just normal activity like yoga, walking, biking, sure with social distances, but I'm enjoying my time off. Yes, definitely need some downtime. And it's been about a month. So, still not bored, doing stuff at home, fixing up my house, try to apply for unemployment.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
For all my friends and fans, Elena and I worked in the last contract at Teatro ZinZanni in Chicago, the hottest ticket in town. Mm-hmm. And we were the last theater in the theater district, performing in the last week. But on 15th of March, the doors closed and they all sent us home. And we literally flew together home. You, me, Domitil, we were sitting.
Well, remember, you guys tried to book your ticket like a week ahead and then park slowly. And I booked my ticket like the next day. I was like, Manuela, guys, airport might be closed tomorrow. So I remember out.
You were smart. You were very smart.
Well, we make it home.
Very true.
And we get some beer in the airport.
Oh, that was so good. Chips and beer. Just to say goodbye to Chicago.
Yep. That was a little bit nuts. That was crazy. But
that was,
but
it was a really fun run. For those who don't know, Elena and I, we shared a complex. We had apartments in the same building. So nearly every day we would walk to work together and enjoy drinks after the show and have champagne parties in each other's apartment. It was good times.
Girlfriends.
Yeah, making banana bread.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
How are you?
I
did not see you.
You see that I'm trying to cope with not having an outlet to be creative, and so my hubby was very sweet and said, "Hey, how about we turn your closet into a little show?" And I'm like, "Great idea."
Oh my God! So I'm your victim now.
Yes, you are victim number 4.
Well, I'm offended.
I'm getting good at this now.
I'm offended. How come I was not number 1, or at least number 2?
I had to. I know you have very high standards, so I wanted to interview you when I knew that I have everything like lined up perfectly.
All right.
Yes, forgiven. I know you.
Forgiven.
Today I talked to Dom, and we figured out that I saw you perform in 2004. Is that right? In Zumanity in Vegas?
Yep, that must be. I started this contract with Cirque du Soleil beginning of 2003. We put the show together for 6 months in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and then almost ready show completely, like all of us, and with technicians and stage decoration, flew to Las Vegas. And I believe we opened Las Vegas in August 2003. So I was original in the show.
Yes.
Yes, you saw
I
me.
was not aware. This morning, I figured this out with Dom, that I saw you perform before I knew you.
That's true.
And I remember your act because it was really outstanding.
Oh.
And there, I mean, there's a lot of good acts in Zumanity, but I don't know. You got moves, girl. Oh, how about we show our onlookers a little bit of what kind of moves you have? Hold on.
Pleasure.
How you used to see me.
My gosh, sexy mama. You just yeah, I don't know. You are in the dictionary. If you look sex appeal, that your name is just written underneath of it in the dictionary, I think.
Oh, I have to Google it now. Just a
yes,
second.
yes. And if it's not, I'm gonna take care of this. I mean, this is just, you got moves, girl. Wow.
Yep, I got it from my mama.
I stalked you and I looked at the comments on this video, and I was surprised. A lot of women were really like, wow, she's hot and I'm not gay. And I was like,
this is the biggest compliment, when
right?
females come to the show and they love you, because sure, as a performer, you try to perform not, like, not specifically male, female, like you perform for all of them and you try to love all of them. And of course, in the nature of some women, there's like this little anger or jealousy about legs, ass, face, you name it, moves. But when women compliments, oh my God, it makes me feel like I'm doing my job right, that I'm embracing all of them, that I give my love, my moves, my performance to all of them, so
I love it.
I'm better than you are,
right?
So
yay.
Yeah.
So give us a little bit of a timeline. How did you up in Zumanity? You started as a child in...
Should I start from beginning?
Yes, please.
Right. Okay.
It's such an incredible life story. So
yeah, so I was born in post-communism country, and my family were, and still, well, now they retired, but they were engineers. So they just tried to put the little girl Elena to some sort of class to occupy my time during the day. So they brought me to dancing and to see my I guess skills, my parameters. And right next door there was the gymnastic class in the same building. So the gymnastic coach saw me and was like, oh, why don't you try to do some gymnastics? I was very flexible. By my genetics is just, I guess it's from my mom for sure. She's flexible and she never done anything in her life physically. So I was very flexible. She was very flexible since the day I was born. So I started gymnastics for fun, and then it became 19 years of my first career in my life. So yeah, I became a professional athlete. Yeah,
that's incredible.
So I was training 15 years, doing the top competitions, the World Championship, World Cup, Grand Prix. I was several-time national champion in Ukraine. So, and then I almost made it to Olympics, but it was a wrong, I would say, like...
your birthday was wrong? You were not in the...
Yes, there's a cycle. There's a 4-year cycle. So I was just on the middle. So I did not make previous Olympics. And when the next Olympics came along, I was a little bit too injured and too tired and just over it.
That was with 19.
Yes. But, I've done everything in between. And it was pretty strong athlete. And of course, I'm carrying my skills from this time, my discipline, my strength, my flexibility,
So
my character.
how many hours did you train a day? 4, 6?
When I was actually preparing myself for a world championship, I trained up to 10 hours a day.
Every day?
Yes. 6 days a week, 1 day off. Yeah. I know. And the school is between, and the homework after the second training.
So while you backstretch, you do math homework? Jesus cracker.
Split stretch, back stretch, and then do some math. I think the spinal cord will get a little pinched. Never tried that. But in the splits, I did some homework in splits. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, I saw you sleeping in splits. I'm not lying. Everybody, in San Francisco, I visited her, and she's like, and this is my favorite position. And she goes in the splits and hugs her leg and says, and this is
That's right. That's right.
Crazy.
Thanks.
That's why I love you.
Oh, so basically my athletic career come to the end, but I developed a little bit of exhibitionist in my character. I kind of like, I traveled a lot. I saw country outside of my post-communistic country. So I was like, oh, travel, perform, get paid for. Wow, it's a showbiz, girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I applied to the several dance company. So I got invited by one, and I moved to Italy for 1.5 years and started dancing. So that's my second career, as a dancer. Dancing around, obviously you're meeting actors, singers, and you're meeting circus people.
Oh, now the circus is coming in.
I was like, what my idea of circus, it was, of course, horses, elephants, dogs, a lot of poops, those wagons, that cold wagons, wooden wagons, which is, for some people, it's maybe kind of
romantic, but
maybe kind of like a dreamy euphoria, how to say it correctly?
Euphoria,
but for me, I grew up in a gym. So for me, the beautiful big arenas, sport centers, everything is clean. You eat good food. So it's like traveling with circus and those caravans. I'm not sure I like that. But then people tell me that there's circus with no animals. I was like, tell me what kind of circus is that? And someone told me it's Cirque du Soleil. I was like, Cirque what? It's French. Cirque. And I was like, no animals. I like that. I don't know why, because I like maybe stage, because maybe I need to be in a cleaner stage. I don't know. Me athletic, my athleticism.
No. You have aesthetics, and I totally agree.
So yeah,
Being
so
in an arena is not very glamorous. Cirque du
yeah.
Soleil is.
So that someone give me the contact of casting, and back in the days there were no database that you can apply and submit your application and your video. Back in the days you have to do a CD or even I think VHS, and send it to them via mail.
Right.
And that's what I did. Someone figure out the contact for Cirque du Soleil. So I make sure that people help me with some videos. I put together VHS.
Wow. Wow.
And I send it by mail to Canada, to Montreal.
Wow.
So that's how I get cast. They invite me for special extra casting in person. I came to Montreal for 2 weeks, I believe. We had some like workshop/casting. And I've been cast for Zumanity.
Wow. And it was cast for the dance number we just saw in the video?
Yep.
Wow.
Yes.
How was the competition?
In the people who they actually flew in for this special casting, basically everyone got a job and everyone was so different. They already had an idea when they put people in, and sure they want to see their emotional statements and how you blend with other people from this group. So I think only one person didn't cast from that group, and everyone have different skills and and kind of like talents. So we all got the job.
Wow, it was a very sexy show. Was it very sexy backstage?
You know what? We get so comfortable with each other. Sure, there was some nudity, and we train to. We have a lot of sexual harassment meetings.
I can't. I would have loved to be one of those.
Manuela, at beginning, we have to go through this training that at work you have to feel comfortable, appropriate, and we like half naked on stage and backstage and running and changing, these little pieces, little bit pasties and then little underwear. So you have to feel human next to you safe. So we end up basically backstage waiting for our cues to go on stage, talking about where we're gonna go this weekend. Oh, did you do your banking today? Oh gosh, I have to do laundry. And we're standing in front of each other with our little underwear, topless, but we look in each other in the face. That was weird. Like, you tell this to people, those stories.
Yes.
People won't believe you. And
you guys sell it so well on stage. I mean, there's orgies and everybody's making out with everyone. So you live together, and they have orgies in the morning for breakfast.
Well, but that's the magic of performance.
Yes.
Like people leave. I remember so many people, friends, and it's like, guys, you're so sexy. You inspired us. We go to our hotel room and we make love.
Great.
This is energy that
mission accomplished.
Absolutely. What is it about? It's about love, different shapes, colors, bodies, sex, countries, cultures. It's amazing what you can project to people. It's very important too.
Very true.
Art is important. I really hope right now, I'm kind of like jumping off our little conversation. After COVID, I hope we bring the art on the same level that we are right now. Theaters, movie theaters, Broadway, ballet, entertainment like cabaret, dinner theaters. I wish we overcome that period and keep sending our love and inspiring people, make people escape the reality. They want to escape reality. Reality is brutal.
Yeah, very brutal. Oh. And we love to touch and play with people. If this is taken away from me, oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, I'm so glad you're doing this now. Well, thank you for invitation, because it's true. You have to keep yourself creative. You have to make your brain works, so we don't get into the statement of what, like, with frozen fish now. At home, social distancing, you know.
Oh, so true. So tell me how, I mean, we started working together, and I hope it's right. We started working together in San Francisco, is that right?
2011.
2011, San Francisco,
Yes.
baby. Oh, good
Yes.
times.
So
Mm.
it's a while already. You
So
and I know
how
each
did
other.
TZ get a whiff of you? Did they see you at Zumanity or any other production?
Well, I worked for Cirque du Soleil for 6 years, and it's a long time, yes. And living in Las Vegas, it was a little bit getting a little, tougher, and I uh, got tired of living in Las Vegas, and I got tired to finish my show at 12 a.m. And and there's
Yeah, like 2-3 shows a day on
2
weekends?
shows a day, 5 times a week, and it's sure it's they pretty much very strict on about quality control. So wherever however a show has been built, it has to be the same, the numbers, the movements. So as your personal artistic creativity, it's kind of getting like
Oof.
underswept. I don't know, like
Yeah,
you're wishing for more, you're wishing to create better, you're wishing to create new act, and
yeah.
it was
And
not.
make it also a little interesting for yourself if you do it over and
Absolutely,
over and
yeah.
over.
As
Yeah.
we say, you have to keep yourself creative,
Yeah.
not just off stage doing some little, I don't know, like workshop, but you want to bring that on stage and make
Yes.
make many people see it.
Explore.
Explore, yeah. So I'm getting like to the point that I have to move on. That was a great period. I learned so much. I moved to America, never been to America before. I learned English, you know every year it's getting better, but still, I had zero English when I got here. I learned about America. I applied for my papers. So, give me a lot of good opportunity and good start to start my life here
Yes.
in the US. So yeah, I am so grateful. But yeah, it's always time to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did TZ find you?
Okay, TZ, I have friends in Teatro ZinZanni, Eastern European lady. Her name is also Elena, and she is amazing aerial hoop artist. I think we know each other through mutual friends, and she retired. And somehow we talk, and she told me, you know what, I'm getting off the stage, but I think you should definitely write them, because your talent will be appreciating in this company.
Yes.
So she gave me address of artistic director from Teatro ZinZanni. So I put the video. I was working on a new act. When I finished Cirque du Soleil, I started to work on my aerial hoop act.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, thank you so much. So I put the act together as much it's fresh, so as much as I can, presentable, and I sent to artistic director of Teatro ZinZanni. So, and she wrote me back, and that's how we.
So are you
Okay.
telling me that in San Francisco, when you did your hoop act, it was a fresh number you just
Yes.
brought to the
Yeah.
tent?
Yeah.
Wow, it
Like
was
few
so
months.
polished.
Oh, you too kind.
You are a working machine. Well, I guess yes, it pays off.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Your training paid off. I did not know.
Oh,
Could have not. That is just. I have to take a breather.
oh,
Wow.
yes, discipline, girlfriend, discipline. I guess it's
Discipline. How do you
I guess
spell
my
that?
gymnastic Russian time, post-communism discipline.
Wow, it comes in handy.
Yep.
That is incredible. Well, your act is one of a kind. I've
Thank
seen
you.
it 1,000 times. I don't know, but it has never lost its impact. Every time I tear up, and every time I'm so moved. And I especially loved performing with you in our last production with Chicago, Teatro ZinZanni in Chicago. Because you started to find, I mean, you did it a little earlier, but this was for me experiences for the first time. You found your funny bone. You found your comedic corner. You
Oh my
played
God, I did.
a cleaning lady, and she was hilarious. And then out of this cleaning lady comes this gorgeous, gorgeous woman. and that gorgeous act. How about we show a little snippet of your act right now? Well, beautiful, just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Very often, nearly every night, standing ovations for this act. People having tears in their eyes. It is a very special act for me because it really brings so much intense feelings to someone. And I have not experienced it with any other hoop act I've seen in my performance life. And so, yeah, your act is very special and dear to me. So
Yeah, thank you. You know what? I think my perfectionism, perfectionism, yes, but perfectionism, I don't like to. Maybe I don't feel well if I send something on stage and I don't believe in it.
yes.
So I have to be emotional about what I'm doing. And when I build, you know, like circus, I did not go to circus school. So circus just came to me in my young adulthood.
Yes.
So before I danced, before I did gymnastics, uh, and the way I build my circus act, I think I just naturally I combine all those elements. Like I bring dancing to the air, I dance in the air, and when you dance and when I dance, I'm very emotional. I listen to the music, and it brings me somewhere on a journey, and it doesn't have any specific journey. So people feel sad when they're watching Mac. People feel nostalgic. People feel happy. People feel like they want to cry.
Yeah.
They don't know why, and they come to me after the show. It's like, I cried, but I didn't understand how it happened to me. So I
Yes.
typed something deep in their
Yeah.
souls that, you know, they vibrate and they have all this kind of firework of emotions, which is
Yes.
also amazing. It is like great payoff for me as an artist.
Yeah. It just shows how, yeah, you're just a marvelous. Yeah, you just touch. Yeah, you know how to link with people, and yeah, push
It
the
was
right.
fun in Chicago, huh?
Oh my God, we had so much fun. Oh,
Yeah,
Chicago. Oh, what a great
I
city.
hope to come back there.
Yes, me too. Oh God.
Fabulous
Please.
cities, fabulous people, fabulous artists around. Oh my goodness.
So true. So true.
Lots of comedy.
It was a good troupe. It was a very good troupe.
Yep.
Well, you did not only take dancing and movement onto a ring, you also have a pole act.
Oh my God. Yeah, I had several pull acts. And the way I start them, before, I think between of some of Teatro ZinZanni contracts on and off, I find a gig in Italy and I work on Italian television for a year on Canale 5. So it was
Oh, that sounds sexy.
Canale 5. Allora, so every week we have to create 2 minutes new act, like even twice a week, sometimes with my choreographer Bill Goodson. He's very famous choreographer in Italy. He worked on Italian television a lot. He is American. I think was also choreographer in Moulin Rouge. So he found me and he brought me to this Italian television to work with him and this TV show. It's called Chiambretti Night. So it's basically a talk show, and he invited guests, the host. And there was a ballet group. There was a prima donna, beautiful, like long legs, Lido girl that danced, central dancer. And I was like, I guess, circus freak Elena Gatilova. Everything, every single apparatus, whatever you can imagine. So one day my choreographer asked me, Elena, do you do pole? And I was like, well, I probably could. I never tried. So what they did, they hired me a coach, pay for my classes. I went and I took like 10 classes of pole, maybe even less. And in 10 days, I believe I present them a pole act. And it's been, I've been adjusting the act for different companies, and I perform with several companies. Yeah, my pole act. So you have a video of it, right?
See what?
You got a video of that.
Should we show it?
Yeah.
The love of money is the root of all evil.
Working the pole. I'm so jealous. I would need 100 lessons to just crawl up that thing, I think.
Oh my goodness. But it was pretty painful. Like my legs, my whole body was bruised.
Oh God. Do you get used to it after a while? Or you just put makeup on it?
Yeah, and people told me, oh my God, why are you complaining? Your hoop is so much harder and more painful. I was like, no, hoop is not. I don't know why. Some ladies love some pole.
Right? Well, you're working currently on a new act, right? As an artist, you always try to improve. There is something in the making that hopefully down the road we'll see.
So the new act is also aerial act. It's aerial straps. So I was working on it until the COVID situation hit the world. Now we're on a break, right?
Yeah.
So, but it's a new idea, and it will be done as soon as I can get to the gym.
Do you have space in your house? Can you hang something from the ceiling?
Well, it is kind of lofty, but I also taking time off right now.
Oh yeah, no, down the road, down the road.
Yes, focusing on my private life and some
Good.
rest.
Collecting ideas. Just gelling.
Collecting ideas,
Yeah.
yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Did I leave anything out other than that you saw the world? You lived in Europe, in Asia. You lived for quite a while in Japan, right?
Yes, I lived in Tokyo for a little bit. What else?
You've
What
seen
else?
the world.
Yeah, would love to travel more. Would love to travel more. But
What is on your to-do list? What is like, oh, I would love to go there. Is there something on your bucket list?
Scandinavia.
Ooh.
Yes.
Take me with you.
Yes. I wanna work there, want to travel there. So that's on my bucket list. I never worked in Scandinavia. Okay, not true. I did one little festival for 2 days in Sweden, but it was 2 days in and out. It was quick and
Not enough, not enough.
not enough. Yeah.
Nah.
Yes, never been to Africa.
Oh, me neither. Let's make a show for the elephants and the lions.
I know. So not invite them to work in the show, but
But
just go there.
like clown meat, so we have to watch out.
Yeah, be careful. So what's next for you?
Well, I've been just working away, trying to think up funny things in my closet. One more project. Kids are still at school. I have 2 of them, right?
Oh.
And now it's getting so nice in Seattle. I have a ginormous backyard, so I'm gonna go pull weeds and demoss my lawn.
What about social distancing cocktails time? I'm looking forward to that. 10 feet apart.
Have a little cocktail Zoom party. I like
it. Even more interesting. Happy hour Zoom parties.
You know, I don't think that COVID will get me. I'm gonna die because of liver failure. I have not been drinking so much in my entire life.
I know. I understand you.
It's so much fun.
Or do some yoga classes at home. As soon as I finish yoga, I go directly into my happy hours.
That's a great. Is it already happy hour? I think it's already happy hour.
I think it's happy hour in Seattle, 4:37.
It's bubbly 30.
Yeah.
Right? Bubbly. Champagne and oysters, just so you know, is Elena's favorite to go to, and she totally hooked me onto it in Chicago. I was like, oysters, but after Chicago, oh my God!
And now we're back to Seattle.
Yeah, right. We have to, when the whole social distancing is going and we can sit with elbow, but yes, let's do that. I would
absolutely
love to do that.
I'm looking forward, Manuela.
Yes, that sounds great. Well, stay healthy, stay safe. Thanks for taking some time chatting with me, girlfriend.
Absolutely. Thank you for invitation.
And keep us posted what's happening.
Absolutely. Be safe. Health to your family, and I will see you on happy hours on Zoom.
Awesome. And just to finish this off, I will show you a little bit more of dance videos of this one.
Okay.
That's right. The barroom's packed with cocky girls, selling frocks and shining pearls. Lick my fingers, lady swoon, the hottest dancer in the room. I'm a bad boy, I need to dance. If I don't dance, no romance. Feel like dancing, dance with me. First dance is always free. Bad boy, I need to dance. If I don't dance, no romance. Feel like dancing, dance with me. First dance is always free. The sack swings a thing with a ring-a-ding-ding, and I get wings when I sing. Ragtime, reason and rhyme, I'm the reason you're divine. Rumba, mambo, Latin samba, the legend house sing.